Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie, and in today's video we're going to do an easy fall gel polish manicure. So I went ahead and picked out some gel polish colors from my collection. I've got some solids as well as a cat eye polish, but we're going to make fall really pop with some really gorgeous water slide decals. So if you struggle with water slide decals on top of gel polish nails, stick around and we're going to get into it. I always like to do my nail art at the very end, so I like to start with my base colors first. So the first color I'm using is Yogurt Nail Syrup number 47. This is from the Yogurt Nail Tang Hulu collection. I recently did a video using this collection and swatching it. If you haven't checked that out, I'll leave that up above in the cards. I really love this color because I think it's a great fall color. It's a syrup gel, so it does have sheerness to it. It's a dark brown, and depending on opacity, you can build it up with more layers. So I actually end up doing 3 total layers of this because I wanted it a deeper brown. But as you can see here in the first layer, it is a bit sheerer. Now, I will say I wasn't thinking about it, and I am wearing cover jelly tips. So these are from the Daily Charm. These are the pink short almond. So it does look a little more opaque than it would if you were doing this color on your natural nail or on clear tips. So just take that into consideration if you're using this color. But regardless, I still really love it. So I'm working on my first layer. As you can see, it does look a little bit patchy in my first layer. I went ahead and cured that for a full 60 seconds. I'm not really worried about the patchiness because I will do more layers. But I will say, normally when I do a gel polish mani, whether it's on my nails or whether I'm doing press-ons, I do like to start with a layer of gel base first because I feel like that gel base helps the gel polish color apply more smoothly and more even. I guess get less patchiness. But I did skip the gel base for this mani because I was wearing a layer of peel base because I planned to pop it off afterwards. So I wish I would have done gel base first, regardless of that peel base, because it would have applied more smooth and more even. So you can see I'm building up a little bit more color so that brown is a little bit deeper, but I wanted it even deeper, which is why I decided to go in with that third layer. And plus, there were just like a couple of spots where I felt like it was still just a tiny bit patchy. And this is me probably just looking a little bit too closely to my nails. I feel like in pictures and like video, you can't see it as much. It was more in person that I could see it. But regardless, I wanted it a darker brown anyway, so that's why I ended up doing the third layer, because these gel polish colors, they are really thin, so I don't have to worry about my nails getting too bulky, even with those 3 layers of the gel polish color. So I cured my second layer for a full 60 seconds again, and now I'm going in with my third and final layer, and I really love the deepness of this brown in the third layer. It's like a deep chocolatey brown, and I absolutely love it. And I don't know who I am that I've been loving browns lately, but I just thought this one was so pretty. Oh, I also wanted to tell you that I actually did find Tanghulu when I was in Korea. So the first night we got to Korea, we were absolutely starving, so we ventured out to try to find food, and we stumbled upon the Namdaemun night market, which was incredible. It was absolutely crazy. It was just streets lined with so many vendors. They had like food, so much good street food, and like souvenirs and things like that. So I did find Tanghulu. There were actually quite a few vendors that had it, and I can report back that it was absolutely delicious. I'll pop a picture of that up above somewhere on the screen. But anyway, so I went ahead, finished my third layer on my thumb, cured that for a full 60 seconds. I like to do my thumb separately because I don't want it sitting sideways in my lamp when I cure my hand. So I do my thumb separately, but I'm going to do the rest of my fingers all together. So I'm taking that same syrup gel number 47 on my ring finger. I'm going to do kind of like a swoopy type French design, and then I'll kind of embellish that with a water slide decal at the end. So this is kind of a trusted process. So you can see here, it's still looking a little bit streaky. So I'm not being worried about like being precise just yet. So I take the brush that's in the bottle and I apply that polish. And then I'm going to take this little mini oval brush. This is from Leaf Gel. I believe I got it off of Zillaview. But anyway, it's a really great small, flatter, rounder brush. So I'm just using that to kind of define my area a little bit more. I'm not going to cure this just yet. I decided I'm going to go ahead and do my first layer on all 4 fingers first, and then I'll cure them all together in my lamp for 60 seconds. That's the really great thing about working with gel polish is it's not going to cure until you put your hand in your lamp, so you can take your time, and I feel like it saves a little bit more time not having to rush against like an air dry. However, there are risks with that because if you're clumsy like me, if you accidentally bump your hand and you've got wet gel polish on because you haven't cured it, you could wrinkle or dent it and then you'd have to redo it. Luckily, that didn't happen. So if you want to avoid that, you could also just flash cure your color one at a time. So 10 to 15 seconds in your lamp. That's going to freeze your gel polish in place so that if you accidentally bump it, it's not going to mess it up. But I decided just to skip that and risk it. And luckily that worked out. So I did Doi Nudie Hazelnut on my middle finger. As you can see, it's really sheer. You can't really see the color that well because of the pink cover tips. And then for my index finger and pinky, I'm using this Holy Moly Cat Eye Gel. This is from, I believe, Yogo Mayo. This is the blue. I've got all the colors of the Holy Moly Cat Eye Gels because they are absolutely beautiful. They have like little flakies in them, so they're like extra sparkly. And I just love like the icy blue of this because I have the blue water slide decals. So I wanted to incorporate some of the blue into this mani. And it's just so pretty. So because I did 3 layers of gel polish on my thumb, I'm going to end up doing 3 layers on all my fingers. So I decided normally for each cat eye layer, I actually magnetize all my layers typically, but I decided to just go ahead and just only magnetize my last layer. So for the first 2 layers, I'm going to leave them unmagnetized. So once I finish with my pinky on my first layer, I'm going to go ahead, cure my hand for a full 60 seconds, and then I'm going to work on layer 2. As always, I'll leave links to all the products and colors I use in today's video down below in the description, as well as any discount codes. All of the gels that I'm using you can get at Sweetie Nail Supply, and I do have an affiliate code with them. So consider using code Genie10 to save 10% off your orders, and it supports me because I do make a small commission if you do use my code. All three layers are done and fully cured. And for my middle finger, because I have that sheer base, I want to do a glitter ombre to make it pop a little bit more. So I'm starting with Doi Tone Down. This is a glitter on like a brownish, grayish, maybe like top base. It's just so beautiful, but it's a fine glitter. So I'm just applying a little bit of that to my cuticle area. And then I'll use an ombre brush to kind of feather it down towards the center of my nail, down towards my free edge. It's not going to be my entire nail. I just want it to kind of fade down a little bit. I did actually put too much gel polish. Like generally, I like to stop just a little bit past the middle of my nail. I went a little bit further down just because I didn't want it to be a stark line. So I wanted to make sure that it was fading down, which is why I went down a little bit further, just because I wanted the ombre to look a little bit more natural. So I'm not digging down with my ombre brush. I'm just lightly feathering to bring down that glitter. And once I'm happy with that, I can cure it for a full 60 seconds. But I wanted a little bit more of a larger glitter. So this is the Doi Twinkle Gel. So these two Doi gels I actually got as free gifts in my Sweetie Nail Supply summer sale. I believe it was their summer sale where they were offering free gifts with your purchase. I placed two separate orders. I still need to show you a haul of that, but I do have a new Sweetie Nail Supply haul coming, which I probably shouldn't admit. So I'll just combine them all together and do like one large haul. But these two were a free gift with two separate purchases that I did. But I love this one because it's a little bit of a larger glitter, silver glitter, really pretty. So I just did the same thing and feathered it down. Now that I'm done with all my base colors, I'm going to get into my water slide decals. So this sheet is from XND Products. I've really been loving the quality of their water slide decals. They are so pretty and they have so much variety. So I just chose the decal that I wanted to use and I'm going to cut it out of the sheet. And then I'm going to cut as close to the decal as possible without cutting into the actual design because I want as little excess paper as possible. And so I'm just making sure to cut off enough white space, but it doesn't have to be exact because that would be near impossible. Once I've done that, I'm going to place it in a little dish of water and let that soak for about 10 to 15 seconds so the water loosens up that white paper backing. But I really love these decals because they're really opaque, so I can put them against any background color and they're still going to pop. And they also have those foil accents, which makes them so pretty. I do also have an affiliate code with XND Products. It's the same code, Jeannie10, to save 10% off your orders. And if you're looking for good waterslide decals, I highly recommend them. I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't truly believe in them, and I just have had no issues with the quality of their decals. So I fished the decals out of the water. I tapped off the excess water with a paper towel. I used my jelly stamper to pick up the decal, remove the paper backing. See, the water just helped loosen that up. And then I'm going to figure out where I want to place that decal on my nail. So I'm just kind of looking at the placement through the stamper. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to press down and that's going to transfer the decal to my nail. So I'm using the tacky inhibition layer of the gel polish to my advantage. So the water slide decal is going to stick to that tacky layer. If you don't have gel polish on your nail or if you've wiped out that inhibition layer, I definitely recommend using like a sticky nail polish, like Maniology has an air dry sticky base chip polish, or you could use like a layer of base gel, cure that, and then apply your water slide decal to that. But it does need something tacky to adhere to. So I'm doing the same thing for that one decal. And like I said, for that kind of swoopy French tip design, I want to place one of those like leaf designs there to kind of make it pop a little bit more. So I'm just transferring that water slide decal to my nail, and I absolutely love the way this turned out. I'm going to protect my waterslide decals with my gel top coat. So this is my favorite. This is the Doi Basics gel top coat. I absolutely love the shine of it and it lasts really long. And I will say this is a little bit of a thinner gel polish, but I actually like that because it's not so thin that it runs, but it's thin enough where it doesn't create bulk. And these waterslide decals, even though they're sturdy, I don't have any issues with them ripping. They're not so thick where they create bulk. So even though I've got a thinner gel top coat, I don't have like a ledge when I apply the top coat to it. So that's why I really love these two together. So I started with my thumb first. I flash cured that just to freeze it in place. Then I'm doing the rest of my fingers. I start with capping my free edge first, and then I do the surface of my nails. And then once I'm done with all of those, I'm going to give them a full cure in my lamp for 60 seconds. And as always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles with my Scales of a Mermaid cuticle oil. This is the most recent limited edition scent. This is Oh Bite Me. This is available, I believe, through November 26th. It's 30 days after it was first released. And I really love this scent because it's a deeper fruity scent. So it's not super fruity, but it's just got that note to it. So it's got notes of like raspberry and pomegranate and currants. And it's also got like a slight floral note as well. So it's just a really great deep scent for fall into winter time. But that pretty much wraps up today's mani, and I love the way this turned out. I think the water slide decals are just like a great pop of that fall that I just love the details in it. So I hope this video is helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.